Hi, I'm Saiza, and we're gonna talk about art, fashion, beauty, dance, the arts, and anything ballroom. And today we have a special guest, a very special guest. He is from Paris, one of the
Moods.
casts of legendary season 3. And when you think of Sex Siren, you're gonna think about him, the one and only, the Prince, Nunoy Revlon.
Thank you for having me.
Yes! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh, work! How are you?
I'm good. Settling in, doing my
Yes.
thing, being now in the Philippines, as you obviously can see.
And we're so happy to have you.
Yes.
But of course, we want to get to know you more.
Yes.
Let's start off with legendary, of course. Legendary season 3. Oh my gosh, we're all
Yeah.
gagging.
Yeah, that
How
was
was
amazing.
it? How was your experience?
To be very fair, to me, Legendary was the biggest enjoyable roller coaster.
Work.
A lot of people are like, for me, it really was just joy. I enjoyed every single day. I had so much fun. Like since day one, I remembered we arrived. We arrived before New Year,
Mhm.
and we had to
Ooh.
quarantine during New Year.
Uh-huh,
We weren't
uh-huh.
even able to see each other.
Oh,
It was
damn.
so we gagged, but it was good. And afterwards, I was just doing my thing, training every category that existed because I had to,
Yeah.
just in case. And
Yeah.
afterwards, I just really had fun, and I was able to. The reason that I participated specifically in Legendary was not for the competition or to win
Mhm.
money. My main goal was to just represent the family aspects and the culture
Yeah.
behind the ballroom scene and behind the balls itself. And maybe that's why I was so always smiling so much and always enjoying it so much.
Yeah,
So,
that's
yeah.
so true. Like every episode, you were like, they're so happy. As in, oh my gosh, we see like the Filipino in you. Every episode's like you're always so excited.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
you
I
can see it
really
in your
was.
eyes, in your
Yes.
smile.
Thank
So
you.
buggy.
It's so poggy. That's the new word. That's the first word that I actually learned in the Philippines. Poggy.
Yes.
Because I remembered I was in I would remembered we were in the day that I arrived there was the OTA Ball, right?
Mhm, yes, yes.
And we took we took the Grab at one point. And I remembered
Mhm.
the Grab driver, he said, "Sir, you look very poggy." And I was like, "Isn't man allowed to say this to me?"
Oh my gosh, because you are. And legendary. What is your favorite episode?
Oh wow, my favorite episode. I have to say, because it was just so much fun, the Mission Impossible.
Ooh.
A lot of I have a couple of them. Actually, every episode I really enjoyed, but for me, the Mission Impossible, I truly just had fun. I was so much in my character.
Yeah.
I would like back the moment I had my costume on, I was already in character.
Yeah.
The whole time I was like, copy that, Nunoy to Jackie, Nunoy to Jackie, Nunoy to Kiona, and everything.
Yeah.
And it was so much fun. And then also I was able to do a category that I've never done before.
Yeah, you
which was
battled
Old Way.
Yeah.
And I really gagged. I was like, okay. And I really liked
you
it.
won.
I won. I was like, what? Yeah.
Yes.
It was so crazy because I basically did every challenge.
Yeah,
Every category I did.
yeah.
Every week, single week, I had to do the category, the challenge. And it went from arms control to
the beat.
beat to beat that I used arms control, and then with Old Way, then I did runway.
You did floor
I
as
did
well.
floor performance,
Yeah.
sex siren.
Work.
I was at one point, I literally was like, okay, let's go. And it was literally, the challenge came and all the rebels were looking at me like, you do it. I was like, yes, thank you
I
so
love
much.
it.
Yeah, so yeah.
Yeah, my favorite one was the when you were the bee.
Oh,
Like-
the Animal Kingdom.
Yeah, Animal
Queendom
Kingdom was like,
Ball. Yeah.
That's so cute.
Oh, yeah.
They
I
were,
was
like,
feeling it so much.
dramatics and like and like this step is
Yes.
like, ooh.
That's like the signature Star
Yeah.
Revlon catwalk.
Yeah, I love it. I love
Yes.
it. If I may ask, what is like which episode is in wherein you felt like your house kind of like struggled a bit?
Oh, which Funny facts. I think that the moment where we actually struggled the most was actually, it wasn't even on the episode itself, it was behind the scenes.
Okay.
Because going from episode 8 to 9, we went to the playground ball, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah,
before
yeah,
that was the beach ball.
Yeah.
Under hot and under the beach, something like this,
Yeah.
like beach ball. But we weren't supposed to have the playground ball.
Oh.
It was supposed to be the hip hop ball.
Oh.
Yes. So, but because at that time there still was the war in Ukraine, they weren't able sure if they were able to ship the costumes from Dolce and Gabbana to the US.
Okay.
So they had to postpone the hip hop ball
Yeah.
to the finale.
To shift it.
Yeah,
Okay.
and normally the finale was the sky ball. So it would have been everything in the air. Everything
yeah.
was so crazy.
Yeah.
But because of that, we had to do the playground ball, and we're very organized, and we're very we always calculate everything in advance. That's how we were able to get with the costumes, everything, and we were really. For me, I was thrown off during the playground ball, especially because I heard words that I've never heard before. Because it's like typical American English words and games, and for example, skip, hop, and thingy, like jump.
Okay.
Like with runway, we were already like, "What is this?" And then monkey bar. What is a monkey bar? We were like, "What is a monkey bar?"
I understand. Yeah.
But in the end, I still had a lot of fun. It was very intense, but it was I wouldn't change anything.
Yeah. It was so fun actually seeing everyone there and how you were as a family, as a house.
Yes.
It was really seen. It was really felt.
Yeah,
with
that was
your
also
performance.
the number one thing that we wanted to showcase, which
Yeah.
was just ourselves. We didn't
Yeah.
want to portray like somebody else. We didn't
Yeah.
want to put a facade. We just wanted to be ourselves and
Yeah.
to show them that ballroom is what I said already before. It's more than just a freaking voguing competition
Performance,
and
yeah.
just performance. It's so much deeper. There's so much pain and togetherness that becomes this magic,
Yeah.
and this aura,
Yeah.
when you are all together, So, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. So wait, enough of legendary for now. But what is your like main takeaway from that experience? Like
My main takeaway, the
Yeah.
thing that I the connections. I'm not
that
gonna
you've
lie.
built.
Yeah, the connections that I've built. I'm not gonna lie.
Mm-hmm.
I enjoyed every single person on Legendary, even from the other houses.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact: I was at one point. Even the Revlon told me like, Nunoy, you're being too nice to the other houses. I was like, what the hell? Let me be nice. You know me. Because I just want to get to know everyone. I want to know like, why are you doing ballroom? Like, why do we have this connection together?
Yeah.
And I talked with everyone, with the Alpha Megas, with the Adas, even with the Juicies,
Yeah.
La Beijas, even with the Yamamotos, like all of them. Even Machiavelli, anyways, everyone. And it was just so beautiful to see them like their eyes just shining, get
Yeah.
bigger, and like the beautifulness that comes when they speak and talk about ballroom.
Yeah.
About something that we have in common.
Yeah.
And something funny, what I did was during Valentine's Day we were still filming. And I knew that a lot of them, they miss their families, and it's the first time that they're doing this. So what I did, being the stupid Pinoy that I am, which is I bought like flowers
Aww.
for every single house, for every department,
That's so
like
cute.
everything, and I just gave it to
That's
them,
so
like,
sweet.
because in the end we are in this together, and in the
Yes.
end, like even if you are doing well or less as expected, or you make some flops, you still make history on TV by representing
Yes.
people who are wanted to be seen.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Oh, that's so good. That's so lovely. Yeah. Well, it is. But there's one thing that I want to know, of course, your story.
Yes.
Something that you would want to share everyone. even before Legendary, even before
Ooh.
Ballroom,
Oh,
before being
yes.
part of the House of Revlon.
Yes.
Who is Nunoy?
Oh, wow. I just got goosebumps randomly. Like, look, I don't have a lot of hair, but now I do. But
Yeah.
so Ninoy is adopted.
Mhm.
I am originally from Bicol, and I got left at an orphanage when I was X months old. I don't know
Mhm.
how old I was. And my parents adopted me in the Netherlands,
Mhm.
who were a Caucasian family.
Mhm.
And in the Netherlands, there's this law that if you are a lost child, which
Mhm.
means that you don't know when exactly you are born and you don't have the specific details, you have the right to change this and to
Mhm.
give them a new chance in life. So my governmental name is Piep 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 Van den Berg.
Beep, beep, beep.
Because I hate his name.
Yeah.
But and they threw away Nunoy.
Mhm.
So funny fact, my family, they are very conservative, orthodox conservative, and both my parents are also conversion therapists.
Okay.
So me discovering that I was gay, that already being a person of color, being the only person of color in my village in the Netherlands, it was very intense. It was very challenging, I have to say. And you know, when you have a lot of physical abuse, yeah, physical abuse and beating up every single day, or people calling you names and
Mhm.
everything, for just being yourself,
Yeah.
it's very intense, and it does a lot with you. But at the same time, it made me, for some kind of reason, it made me a very optimistic person.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm very optimistic, and I always appreciated everything around me, the smaller things. And so eventually, I went to Amsterdam. You know, I got in jail. Yeah, I got myself
Okay.
in jail when I was 16 because
Mhm.
I got beaten up by a couple of guys,
Oh my
and then at one
gosh.
point I decided to fight back.
Mhm.
Little did I know there was a police officer
Oh my
close by,
gosh.
and I got
You were
arrested,
the one.
and I got 240 days jail
Oh my
time,
gosh.
and the four guys were free to walk away.
Damn.
Yeah,
That's.
but I wouldn't change it a thing because
Mhm.
I actually discovered that there were people of color there. I
Mhm.
discovered that there were people who were LGBTQ. I discovered there were
Oh.
people who were just as a nerd or just as goofy as I am. You
Mhm.
know, so I still am super close with one of those people who
Mhm.
is currently living in Amsterdam.
Mhm.
So afterwards, I decided to run away from home and went to Amsterdam. And
Mhm.
it's also there that I discovered that I was Filipino because
Yee, oh
I
my
did the
gosh.
DNA test of my heritage. I did it twice to make sure that I
Wow.
was right, and
Aw.
it said I'm Filipino. So it was such a revelation. I cried my balls out, like
Aw.
my eyeballs out. It was so emotional, but it was so great. It was really great because I started to educate myself because without knowing it,
Mhm.
because of the systematic racism that I grew up in, I was also being racist and discriminative. You
Mhm.
know, I
I
didn't even
understand, yeah.
want to embrace that I was Filipino.
Oh.
So it was because of Ballroom. Now Ballroom comes into play. I was 19, which is in now it was 2000. Was I 19? Anyways, it was in 2014. I
Okay.
remembered I went to a ball,
Mhm.
2014, 2015, and
In
in
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam, in Club
Okay.
Air. I still remember it
Okay.
very well. And Amber Vineyard was hosting the ball, and I didn't even know what ballroom was. I heard vaguely about it and everything,
Mhm.
but I never really went. And I went there, and I didn't even know what Six Iron was.
Mhm.
And I heard like the Vogue beats, everything. It was
Mhm.
apparently it was Twister, the
Uh-huh.
category, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why are there straight men in heels?" I was like, "What's going on?" Everything, and um, it was super weird. But at one point, it was Sex Siren, and I was still there because for some kind of reason I was attracted to it.
Mhm. Mhm.
And when everybody walked, Amber decided to open up the category,
Ooh.
and she literally said, she was looking in the audience and she goes like this, you can walk, sex siren. And I was like, what?
Oh my
What sex siren? What am I doing? Huh? No. And I was so nervous. So nervous. But I shit you not,
Wow.
I went up. I got my tens, battled 3 times, and grand prize sex siren.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
First ball.
Yeah.
Sex siren.
And grand prize.
It's
I didn't
meant
even
for
know
you.
what it was. So
You are.
yeah. And to finish it, like Ballroom really made me use the name Nunoy. Yeah,
Nice.
because Ballroom, especially sex siren, is about embracing yourself and loving yourself and celebrating who you are, and everything that is in the society wrong with you. So it really got me a point very, very emotional, where I just didn't know who I was. And when I discovered that my name was actually Nunoy, I said, you know what? I want to live by this name. You know, I want to live
Yes.
by, I want to be a proud Pinoy. I want to be proud
Yes.
Filipino. And it made me fall in love with myself more and more. And now I'm at this point where I confidently can say, I'm Ninoy. And where do I come from? From the Philippines.
Yes, you're
So, yeah.
from here.
Yes.
And that's what's beautiful about Ballroom. It helps you find, discover who you are, and bring out your authentic self. And that's what happened.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Oh my gosh. No, no.
I know, it's super, intense, but it's
Yes, it's
also,
intense.
I'm so grateful. Like the first day that I arrived here, I can still remember, it was so overwhelming. But for some kind of reason, I out of nowhere felt home, because who I am, I'm very extroverted, but I'm also loving, I'm harsh, very optimistic.
Yeah.
And those things are just very typical characteristics for a Filipino.
Yeah.
And it really felt like I finally was in the same. I finally felt grounded. You know?
You found home.
Yes, I felt home. So yeah.
Aww.
So, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
That's an amazing journey. Amazing journey. Oh my gosh.
So yeah. How are you both starting?
Because oh my gosh.
So, yeah.
Yeah. That's crazy. Finding out your story, and for sure everyone's going to be inspired by it. And because even now, like the kids who are discovering Ballroom now here, they have lots of stories, lots of experiences, and being able for them to find themselves and really to be able to express themselves finally in Ballroom. That is something.
Yeah.
Right?
It's so
It
beautiful.
really changes one person.
Yeah, I think yeah, okay. I think what's so special about Ballroom is yeah, I have it too. What's so special about Ballroom is you never know you need it until you're there.
Yeah.
You know, you always think, especially when you are in Ballroom, you come from a place where being yourself is just not accepted. You know, being yourself is, people ask you, why are you doing this? Why are you doing this? But it's because it makes me happy. It makes me me. It
Yeah.
makes me be true to who I am.
Yeah.
You know, and what I love about Ballroom is that regardless if you get your tens or if you get your chops or anything, and regardless of your outfit or anything, we always say, no matter what, give them a round of applause.
Yes.
Because it takes nerves.
Yeah.
It's such a brave and beautiful thing to have you go on the runway and be celebrated.
Yes.
You
That's
know?
true.
Because we finally feel seen.
Yeah.
You know. Yeah.
And it's the community, it's the love for everyone. Anything you put out there, you will feel the love.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh my
It's finally
gosh.
having this family where
Yeah.
you're able to truly be you.
You.
So yeah.
Oh my god.
So yeah.
Let's take a breather.
Yeah. Nosebleeds.
No speed pause. Okay, so about Revlon this time.
Yes.
How did you find the house?
Oh wow!
Yeah.
So, funny fact, I discovered the House of Revlon already in 2015.
Mm.
Yeah, 2015, and it was at a ball in
Mm.
London because I really
Mhm.
wanted to get to know the ballroom scene more. I started to walk abroad,
Mhm.
everything, and it was. I remember this very well. It was at the Circus Ball, I think, in London. It was at the ball in London,
Mhm.
and I remembered seeing Kiona.
Mhm.
And Kiona was sitting like on top of this, for example. And I was sitting on the floor just
Mhm.
here. And I was like, is it okay if I can sit here? And Kiona was like, yeah, don't worry.
I
And I was like,
can imagine.
okay. And she went like this. And she's like, oh, you're very beautiful. And I'm like, I have a partner. So what? I don't care. It's okay. Don't worry. I was like, what? It was so weird, but it was so funny. And then after the other Revlons like Jason and Sapphire Revlon,
Mhm.
they invited to spend time with me in London. It was so great, so great. But I wasn't sure if I wanted to join.
Mhm.
So I got the invite
Mhm.
and I waited. I went to the US. I worked in the US in the West Coast. I worked in the West Coast a lot. And I was supposed to become, love you guys. I was supposed to become House of Chanel,
Oh, Chanel.
an old house.
Yeah. Yeah.
And at that point, I said yes because they were super nice and we were all on the West Coast.
Mhm.
But then I was thinking, like, but then I would be the only one in Europe, and the reason I love Ballroom is to be in a family.
Mhm.
And eventually, after like 6, 7 months in 2016, I said yes to House of Revlon.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's been quite some years that I've been a Revlon.
Mhm.
7 going on 8.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ, we're getting old. 7 going on 8. Um, and yeah, it really is this, and Revlon, the House of Revlon, we are known for being a family,
Mhm.
especially in Europe. I have to make this very clear, especially in Europe, in Paris, we are really known for having each other's back, no matter what.
Mhm.
And that is the reason why, for me, I joined the House of Revlon.
As it should. A house, a family, the real bonding, the same vibe, the same energy,
Yes.
and like really being there for each other in and outside balls.
Yes.
Right? That's the most important thing. Yeah.
Yes.
And may I ask, when did you become Prince?
Wow. I became Prince of the House of Revlon, I think in 2018, which has 5 years ago.
Ooh.
5 years ago? Oh, Jesus. Yeah.
Already
2018. In 2018.
Uh-huh.
And the reason for it is because it's just in my natural behavior is that I love to take care of people. And you have this as well. We both have this motherly, fatherly vibe, energy, where we just want to make sure that everyone is not become like me, but become the best version of themselves.
Yes.
And not just within Ballroom and within the categories, but in life.
Yes.
Because to talk about this, about having a leader status, leading status, it's super important to know that when you become a leader in the ballroom scene, it's more than just during the balls. It's more than just during the practices. It's everything around it.
Yes.
Everything around it. It's the
Yes.
preparation towards the training, towards the ball. It's making sure that the kids are studying, to make sure that they're not skipping
Knowledgeable.
school to
Yeah.
go to a ball, which is super important. And of course, you can enjoy yourself and go to a ball, but at the same time, you also have to work and get yourself together to build a future for yourself. And that for me is the key reason why I take my status as a prince so seriously. Because it's very important that we, especially us, that we show the ballroom scene the example and that it is okay to sometimes be not be okay.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
because sometimes it feels like the ballroom scene in general, where everything has to be perfect,
Yeah.
but it doesn't. You know, leaderships has ups and downs as
Yeah.
well, and you have to, and that's also the family, ups and downs. It's a normal process of life. You know, is there ever a perfect family? There is not, but that's what makes it perfect.
Yeah. That's true. Oh my gosh, we're like so connected.
Yeah,
Like,
we really have the same mindset.
exactly. Oh my gosh, I love this. That's why I'm really so happy. Like what I told you last week.
Yes.
That was exactly last week, right? I'm so happy that you're
Oh my God, it's
here.
literally 1 week.
Like having the same passion, having the same mindset, the same experience, and like the same quality in what we want to give the kids, and how we see Philippine ballroom in the future. You know, it's like connected. It's
Yeah, because they're very hungry. You know,
Yeah.
I love the Philippine ballroom scene because of this, because they're super hungry.
Yeah.
And super passionate
Yeah.
about the ballroom scene and about expressing themselves.
Yeah.
But I also always say the day you decide to even go to a ball is the day that you accept the responsibilities that comes
With it. Yeah.
You know, being part of ballroom.
Yeah.
And if you are not able to do that yet, it's fine, but don't be afraid to ask. You know,
Yeah.
don't be afraid to ask for help, to educate yourselves. Even myself, I'm still educating myself, especially when it comes to the non-binary categories, for example.
Yes.
I'm still learning a lot, and that's okay. You know, we continue to learn. We never stop learning.
Yeah, we're always a student. It's always a journey. It's a continuous journey. Forever.
Yes.
Forever. Yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm excited for what's gonna happen.
This year is gonna be crazy.
Yes.
So everyone who's listening to this year is gonna be crazy.
Really crazy. Oh my gosh. Yes. And yeah, speaking of Prince.
Oh Jesus.
Prince. The prince has a prince.
The prince has a prince.
Yeah, you have Prince. Let's talk about that.
Okay.
Okay, to talk about that.
Yes.
Of course, it's part of who you are. And yeah, how did you two meet?
Oh my God, this is such a stupid story, but it's also super cute. So apparently, baby, I'm sorry if I'm saying it wrong. Apparently, Prince was already a fan of me,
Ooh.
of Legendary.
Everyone's a fan of you here. Don't worry.
And afterwards, we talked with each other on Instagram, social media. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
And we decided to meet each other. And it just clicked. To be very fair, it just clicked. It just clicked. I remember we met in Poblacion. And it was me who took the next step. Because after, I think 2 weeks or something, or 1 week, I already said, like, when we were on the Skyway, we were driving, and I, out of nowhere, became so serious. And I said, hey, Prince, is it okay if we can go out on a real date?
Oh my God.
So, yeah. And since that moment, I'm very straight to the point. And yeah, afterwards, it blossomed. It became more. We stayed a lot with each other. Then he came to France for me. So he visited me in the south of France at one point. And then we went together to DragCon in the UK, London. And then we went together to Manila, and now we're here.
And you had the OTA Ball.
And the OTA Ball.
And yeah, it's still a ride and everything.
Yes.
Are you happy? You're happy.
Yes.
You're
I'm
happy.
very
You're
happy.
kilig.
Yeah.
Especially
kilig.
that one story I saw. I was like, so in love.
What are you talking about? I don't know anything.
That's so cute. That's so fun. You know, Filipinos really are sweet, expressively, and like so maasikaso. We really take good care of our partners, of the people we love.
I notice it. I'm very independent, actually. So it's super weird to have somebody like super taking care of you, making
Uh-huh.
sure that
You're not
everything is
used to it.
okay. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And then, but at the same time, I'm like, you can keep going. It's okay. So yeah.
That's so nice. And you had the OTA ball, which is a big thing here. We just had that a few weeks ago.
Yeah, 2 weeks, I think.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago. Oh my gosh, that was just 2 weeks. How was it? How
It was really great. It was amazing. It was actually really amazing. And what I love the most is for me, I what's very important for people to know is if you don't know the ballroom scene and if you only know the drag scene, both scenes are two different cultures.
Yeah.
You know, and the ballroom scene got created out of the drag scene, you know, because back in the days, especially in the US, the drag scene was mostly white, you
Yeah.
know, and there was still racism, micro racism, and racism going on. So the people of color, the LGBTQ people of color, the trans women, and also the drag queens, they decided to take the ballroom scene in their own hands to create a ballroom scene. But that being said, you know, it would have never been there also without the drag scene. So for me, it's very important that during this ball that we also celebrated the drag queens, you know, and to have, for example, people from the drag scene be in the judges panel for me was very important because ballroom judges panel, you know this, it should never be just performance.
Yes.
A judges panel should never be just performance. There should be somebody in realness category, in a runway category, in fashion, or in performance. So it should always, because if you have people that only do performance, how are they able to judge realness
Fashion
or fashion
category.
categories? Yeah, exactly, fashion or runway categories even. So it's so important that we have different representations here. And it's so beautiful to have OV Kant, to have then Prince, Naiya Black. Congrats, Naiya, by the way. And Marina Summers as well. And to be very fair, the reason that I organized this ball is I wanted to have people feel like they were a star that night. Literally a star. That was my whole goal. I want to make them feel like a star, and I want them able to put all their money into their outfits or into their fun and enjoyment, and not into the entrances and everything. I was like, I don't want to make any profit of it, and all the profit that goes to the LGBTQ into different events that we're organizing, the ballroom picnic, all of these things. And so to have even the drag queens like be willing to be part of this
in
idea,
their presence.
yes, in their presence and in their concept, in collaborating with us, Condwi Bar as well to collaborate with us. It's just super beautiful, and it's super. I'm really, really humbled and grateful by it, because it looks, as people said online, it looks very expensive,
as it should.
but that is because we all came together. And that's a fact. We all came together.
Worked hard for it, creating that ball, creating that space for the community, not just for the ballroom community in the Philippines, but also for the drag community. Like fusing it together is something, and that's a perfect match. Like you, Prince, doing it together, being together.
Oh, I hope that one day during a function or a ball that we will have drag's face.
Yes, exactly.
I just want drag face. I'm so curious who's gonna come out, because there's a lot of drag face now.
And there are lots of drag queens here in the Philippines, like young.
And they hello,
drag queens. And
let's
like,
go.
Girl,
let's
they're
go.
polished. They are polished, and everything, like their entire look is like
everything.
Especially here in the Philippines, you know, the creativity is like par. So you really had fun during. I just want to know about this during the first time you came here in the Philippines, during the Encanto Ball.
Yes,
like seeing the ballroom scene.
Yes.
And I saw you from some of the videos. You were like jumping, screaming, and
crying,
getting all excited. So how did that feel, seeing like, oh my gosh, a young growing community it's really young here in the Philippines, and like,
Yes, it's super young.
how
Um,
did you feel about it?
it's it really is, best word to say, it's beautiful. It's just beautiful.
Yeah.
It's safe.
Yeah.
Feels safe. Truly feels safe because it feels like, um, with a lot of, in the ballroom scene, unfortunately, we have people where the intentions are bad. You
Mm-hmm.
know, this is just what ballroom is about as well. You know, it comes out of trauma, so
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
people have different intentions.
Yeah.
But what I love specifically about the Philippine ballroom scene is that the intention is pure love, celebration, and gratitude.
Yeah.
You know, and every single time that I see them walking, and especially I remember, who is this guy, one of your kids who walked new way,
Navi.
Navi,
Navi.
who walked freaking 5 categories, I think. The Angkunto, yes, I'm talking
Yeah.
about you. But for some kind of reason, it was also just so beautiful to see that somebody so young
Mm.
educated himself so much
Yeah.
in all these categories. Like,
Yeah.
a single-handed, he could. It's that I saw him so many times, but he could have had tens in every single
Mm-hmm.
categories. You know, and it's just so beautiful to see them shine, to want to build something bigger.
Yeah.
You know, and now, us being here, starting to, now the ballroom scene getting more structured as well, getting more, squared, and being able to have workshops coming in this year where we can explain literally
Yeah.
details within the ballroom scene and
Yeah.
outside of the balls itself.
Yeah.
I think we can really make something so beautiful and big.
Yeah.
And the Angkunto ball was just a realization for me that I needed to stay.
Yes.
It
And
really
you're
is.
saying it.
And now
You're
I am.
saying it now.
Yeah.
You're saying.
I'm staying. I'm staying.
Yeah.
I have my extension already approved.
Yes.
So I have my apartment now. Moving in next week.
Work.
And I have, yeah, it's I'm doing my thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, and I think like the kids here has that fight as well, because here in the Philippines, it's like, it's, I don't know how to say it. It can be very, within each other. It can be very discriminating as well, and like it's just now that everyone's getting a chance to express themselves, and the fight is really different.
Exactly.
It's so different, us being third world, at different kinds of access, here in the Philippines, it's really hard. So there are different struggles, there are levels, different levels of structure, of
Yeah.
struggles in the culture in itself.
Yeah.
That's why I think that is what you're seeing, and the uniqueness in all of their performances and how they present themselves and how they walk. It has that
Dramaticness.
yes, there's that fight
Yes.
that no one can take away from each of
Yeah.
them that's walking a ball.
The
So
Pinoy pride.
yes, exactly.
Period.
It's the heart, the soul,
Yeah.
everything, the experience, everything. That's why, it's
Yes.
crazy.
You know,
It's
it's very
crazy.
crazy. And seeing this, can I say this? If I can't, you can also cut it. But seeing this fucked up government, in the Philippines, it's just such a shame because there's
Yeah.
so much talent.
Yeah,
There's so much
That's
passion, in the Philippines, and I
Yeah.
see it and I feel it. And
yeah,
and what I love the most is that here in the Philippines, they're grateful for anything.
yes,
Anything.
yes.
Like the smallest things, they're already enjoying themselves, and I see people, like, for example, in their laundry shops, I see mamas doing a Zumba class, in a
Uh-huh.
laundry shop. I see people singing, like, on the being a joyrider,
Yeah.
like, singing and
Yeah.
having fun while being a taxi driver at the same time. And it's just so beautiful to see them enjoy life even if they have nothing.
Yeah. And that's what Filipinos are about, right?
Yeah.
It's like, even if the flood is up to here, people still wave and smile.
Yeah.
It's like, that is one thing that's about the culture, the community, and even in art itself, in dance and expression, in everything, in any form of creativity.
Yeah.
We just put themselves out there. They just express. But there can be also limits
Yeah.
there. So there's a lot going on,
Yeah.
and for sure you'll be able to see that and
Yeah.
understand that more. And yeah,
But I think we will be able to open it up,
yes,
to give more opportunities, to
Yes.
make it bigger, to make it more known, and give it the light, the
yes,
shine that
and
it
that
needs.
is what's coming
This
soon.
year,
Oh my gosh,
it's gonna be so
like,
crazy.
yeah, I know that is
So
really the
crazy.
goal, not just create events for
No,
them
but
to
to
walk,
give
them,
people a chance to actually do what they love.
yes, give them an opportunity, next
Yeah.
level.
Exactly.
Right?
And to finish for me, a funny fact about me, when I see, especially in the Philippines, in Angkunto Ball, yes, I think at the Angkunto Ball, no, OTA Ball. The OTA Ball, last OTA Ball, I noticed it and I can recognize myself in it. That people got chopped, for their outfits,
Yeah.
which is understandable because most of the judges are coming from Europe. So the standard is different.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I also want to applaud these people that got chopped because I know it was because of the outfits, and I also know that here in the Philippines, sources are very rare.
Yeah.
And I used to be homeless. I used to be living on the streets for like 2-3 months back when I was in France, and it was really intense. But what I loved the most here, what I learned from them, was that even if they got chopped, they still were grateful to at least
Yeah.
walk their
Yeah.
tents, even
Like
if
the
they got chopped.
opportunity to be there
Exactly.
is already something for
It
them.
was so beautiful, and when I saw that, I was like, I had to say something because it's just I really have so much respect for the Philippines. I really do, and that's also one of the reasons that I want to stay and I want to be here to help and to create and to give opportunities, because there's so much, I can't say it enough, there's so much talent, there's so much
Yes.
passion.
Yes.
And the fact that people that are so freaking talented in dance, singing, or any other creative way are not able to get fully support from the government or being able to sustain themselves
Yeah.
in their finances, it's just a wasted opportunity. Because imagine in the Philippines a way that every Filipino is able to express themselves creatively in
Yeah.
whatever way they want it. You know how freaking beautiful it would have been. You know how it would be. And I'm saying this right now.
Haha.
It will happen.
Yes.
It will happen. It will.
Yes. Philippines is the future.
It is.
Creativity is the
For me,
future.
it's not even a third world country
Yeah.
anymore. For me, I really
Yeah.
believe.
Yes.
I'm always
like-
saying, I speak it into existence. Philippines is gonna be an example
Yeah.
in the world.
It's like really stepping up in all kinds of expression
Yeah.
already. It's like we're slowly being on the map. We're here.
Yeah,
Ballroom is here.
Ballroom
You are
is here.
You are here. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy. I'm really so happy. Oh, my gosh.
Me too.
I'm so excited with everything that's gonna happen. I'm so grateful. I'm
Me
so happy. Like, damn.
Yes.
It's about damn time.
It's about that time in a minute.
Oh yeah. And speaking of being ballroom being here,
Yes.
Revlon is also here. We have a Philippine chapter. Yes. It's here. I'm so excited for this chapter. It's here in the Philippines.
I'm so happy. Yes.
And how when you have like 6 kids, right?
Yes.
Six of them here.
And all of them sex time. I gagged. It was supposed to be 3. I was like, oh, great.
And like, when you saw them, like the first time, did you already thought of them like, I think they have the potential, or was it a process, or like,
Honestly,
how did you choose your kids?
I believe in auras.
Mhm.
I believe in energies. I believe in the aspect of instant connections.
Mhm.
Funny fact, all six of them, they knew each other. Like, I know Maya and Jaja, they're in the same Kiki house. And I know that Nacho and Salgado were already very close friends. But I also knew that all of them were not close with each other,
Mhm.
you know. And we only did one training. I remember it was in October. And I felt that all of them, each single one of them, they have an individuality
Mhm.
within them. Something where I'm like, I know only they have this, you know. And within this training, it all came out, you know, because I always say, I want you to be the best version of yourself. So when you say, I want to walk this,
Mhm.
I believe in you.
Yeah.
I believe in you. Now let's make this work.
Let's
And
make
you
it
focus
happen.
just on this
Yeah.
category and you let's make it work.
Mhm.
And it's very important. Like now, for example, we finally also have Butch Queen realness. My goodness. Because for me, like realness is ballroom. It's
Yes.
ballroom.
Yes.
Like I'm so excited every time realness comes. I'm like, woo, let's go, realness! You know, and because it's for me, it's so much deeper than the performance
Yes.
category.
Yes.
So much deeper.
It is.
And
It's how it started.
Yeah, it's how it started, and it's just so beautiful. And to see them, each one of them, you know, to blossom, you know, within in such a short but strong time,
Mhm.
you know. And even though I was in France, I was talking with them every single day, sending videos, calling with them FaceTime, me 5 a.m. in the morning, but it's okay. I was so tired. But I was like, really? I'm just woke up. Let me have my coffee. But it was really great, and you know, each one of them also has their own story,
Mhm.
and I really am appreciative of them opening up to me and being able to trust me as their tatahe. You know,
Tatay.
yeah.
Tatay Nunoy.
Peace.
Yes.
And it's actually not just the House of Revlon. You know, it's with House of Revlon. They're my kids. They're my everything.
Yes.
But I also want to say this in general, like, and I think you can attest this to as well. I think I can even say this for both of us. You know, regardless where you are, regardless how far you are in the
Mhm.
Philippines, if there's any way you need help, love, advice, or just someone to talk to,
Mhm.
you know, one thing about us, and I feel this with you, is we are always there for you.
Mhm.
We are
Yeah.
always there for you, even if you are in the peak of the mountain in a small cage thingy, I
Yeah.
don't know, and you only have your phone. You know,
Yeah.
don't just contact us.
Yeah.
You know, just message us. We're here to be your support, to
Yeah.
give you the love, to give you the acceptance. You
Yes.
know, and the celebration.
Yes.
So,
Yes, for sure. Always. That's why we're here. You
Yes.
know?
that's why I'm so happy this podcast is happening. So happy.
Oh my gosh. You mentioned earlier that each of your kids have a special something in them. And that's the most important thing. And also like that instant connection, that instant vibe. Like when you see, I feel it. I feel it. That's the most important thing. Like the vibe. Can we play kind of a game?
Oh shit! What? I did not expect this. Okay.
Like just let's try. Let's try it.
Okay.
I'll be telling the name of one of your kids.
Oh shit!
And-
I'm sorry, kids. Palo.
Palo si tatay. Just like describe them in a word or a phrase or anyhow you
Yes.
want to describe them.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, let's do
ready.
it.
Ready. Ready.
Yeah.
Let's have Jaja.
Jaja. Weird.
Weird.
It's so weird. It's like
Aw.
so random. Jaja, so random. Out of nowhere, We could be eating pie. We could be eating at Manam. I love Manam. Manam, please sponsor me. I love
Manam. Calling Manam.
We could be eating Manam, and out of now he'll be saying, "Tatay, you know that I kakat this morning."
It's like Jaja.
So weird.
Weird and random.
Yeah.
Jaja. Weird and random.
Yeah.
How about Salgado?
Horny! Pok pok! Monsieur La! I almost want to follow again. This boy cannot control his sex
Really?
siren.
Ooh,
That's my number
yeah.
one goal for him.
Actually.
I can talk about you. Salgado has this thing. His essence is so strong
Yeah.
that
That's true.
he loses control very fast. But it's also his strongest point.
Yeah.
So it's like it's a gift and a curse at the same
Yeah.
time. But we're getting there.
Yeah, actually, Salgado's presence, his essence,
It's just
you
sex.
know, it's just like
Sexy.
even from afar,
You'll be
you
like,
feel like,
okay, hi.
damn.
You'll be like,
Even with him just walking, just going at the end of the run, was like, tense.
he doesn't have to do anything.
Yeah, I'm like tense, like tense, right away. That's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Okay, next. Moving on. It's getting hot. Let's have curves.
Curse. Naive as fuck.
Really?
Oh, he's so naive.
Aww.
He'd be like, Tatay, what? No, no. We're always,
Aww,
I love you,
cute.
Curse. But we're always
That's
like
cute.
teasing him. Always. Okay. Satfat, love you. So, we have this thing. This is so bad. Do not do this at home. So we have this thing since a couple of days that when Sir Curves is doing something good, we call him Satva.
Why? Oh
Because
my
he said at one
gosh.
point, I want to be Satva. I was like, okay. And then when he does something bad, we call him Curves.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. But we love you. We
Curves.
love you.
Aw.
I love you, baby. That's like my... Curves is a special place in my heart. You know, one thing that I love about Curves is he's so eager to learn.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
eager to learn. He came to my urban contemporary masterclass. Has never done contemporary in his life.
Mhm.
But he knew that it would be helpful for his old way, especially for the freezes, because I love to use freezes
Yeah,
and shoulder stands and everything. And he was struggling down, but he kept going, and now he's like, it's so
Stronger.
such a. I love you.
Naive curves, naive.
Yeah. Like, I'm sorry. Oh, I don't know. I
that's
don't
so
know. I don't know.
cute.
Maybe. Yeah. Huh? You always
Oh
say,
yeah, I
huh?
can imagine. Yeah, huh? Oh yeah. That's so curves.
Huh?
Oh my gosh. Next, let's have Maya. Did I say it
Maya.
right? Maya.
Maya.
Okay, Maya.
Talkative. Talks too much. Ministry of speeches. What else?
She has her own podcast.
Yeah.
On her stories.
I love Maya down. Such a sweetheart, but she talks so much. I love you, Maya. I love you. Mahal kita, my
Mahal
baby.
kita.
But it's also her strongest point.
Yeah.
Because the way she's able to express herself
Mhm.
makes her being so real and just pure. She's so pure. She's so reflective as well. She's so reflective, and because of that, she's very understanding as well.
Mhm.
And I think what I love the most about Maya is she's, especially with Sex Siren,
Mhm.
she really is now, especially now. The reason why it's Maya now, it's because she's now at this phase. She recently found her true self.
Yeah.
And that's why she went to Maya, because
Mhm.
she's such a light as well. Such
Yeah.
a light, such a bright light, and so charismatic as well.
Yeah.
And I know she's gonna do great things. She's gonna do great. I really believe she's gonna do great things.
Yes, excited for that.
Yes.
Maya.
Dictator speaks too much. Everything.
That's why I actually call her like the HR of the ballroom scene.
Wow.
Like he talks to a lot of people and encourages
Seen and
encourages
live
them
with
to
Maya
come.
Revlon.
Yeah. But with her talkativeness, people comes in.
Yes. Oh my
They
goodness.
witness how beautiful.
She's able to make
scene
connections
is.
with every single person.
Yeah.
Every single person.
Yeah. Work Maya. Let's have Nacho.
Nacho. My son.
Nacho.
Yeah, my son. Nacho is a little bit like me. I'm actually a nerd.
Uh-huh.
Nacho's actually quite big of a nerd. And he's a little bit goofy, and I love to be goofy as well. But what I love the most is and I saw it especially during the OTA Ball. He found his own confidence
Oh,
and
yes.
his own love for himself
Yeah.
in a way that I've never seen him ever at
Aw.
any place. And I recognized it of myself because I remember that moment where I was like, you know what? I can do this. I do believe that I'm sexy. I don't even need to prove it to you guys.
Yeah.
I just feel it and I just want to show it. Because what I love the most is that he actually, during his battles and tents and everything, what I loved about him is that he literally just showed who he was. He didn't actually really interact that much.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
Yeah.
He was just really feeling himself
Yeah.
and expressing himself, and his
Yeah.
energy, his aura became so big where I was literally like, he can actually, if it was not for Jamaica, he would actually win this whole category. And
Yeah.
it was the first time. And also outside of this, he's so loving, so caring, so loving, and always making sure that everyone is okay. And that's why I say my son, because he truly
Emulates you.
yeah, it really feels like
Similarities,
he has the same type of energy as I have. He still has growing to do. He's not there yet, but he's going there. He's
Yeah.
going the right way.
Excited to see that. Excited to see Nacho expand more.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's true. It's like he has that energy, He has that he knows his space. Like
And he knows how
He
to make it
knows.
bigger.
yes.
That is
exactly.
like
It's
magic.
expanding. Like yeah. Love it.
Yes.
And of course, the last but not the least,
my daughter!
Venus.
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 Oh, Venus is the sweetest and craziest person at the same time. Like,
Sweet and crazy.
yeah. She would speak out of nowhere, randomly out of nowhere. She would like go into the conversation like, but yeah, it's super weird. But also, she's very observative, and I appreciate that of her. And she's super sweet, always making sure that she makes time for herself, and and also for me, Venus is a very beautiful example of a femme queen, she's very, in a way, she almost gives this goddess energy, very, especially when she goes in her LSS. It's very
That ownership.
that proudness, the pride, and not just Pinoy pride, but just pride of being Venus.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful and so inspiring. Like even for me, sometimes when I look at it, I'm still like, wow. Like even for me, I'm like, wow. And that's why I also loved how she battled at the OTA Ball. Because she didn't do that many tricks, if you think about it. She didn't do 360s, she didn't do that much. She just emulated the essence of Vogue femme, voguing like a femme queen.
Yeah.
And the minute I saw this, I was like, yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. It's just so beautiful and so good. That being said, Neytiri, you did freaking amazing as well. I have to say this thing as well. But for me, when I talk about Venus, it's just amazing to see her come alive so much, especially in the ballroom scene.
Yeah.
You know, being a little bit reserved,
Yeah.
but being able to open up so much to the family, you know, for her, it's just so beautiful to see that.
Yeah, it's true. Like she shined. Like, which she's really embracing it. Like you can really feel it, the
Yes.
way she looked at everyone, the way she walked is like
So true. So
that's
true.
she's very comfortable with herself. She's loving every inch of her body, everything. And we really felt that. Oh my gosh, your kids. They're crazy. Damn. Damn. I love it.
I love it too.
And in a very short time, you already got close to each other.
Oh my
You're
goodness, we
spending
can't stay
time
separated.
together.
Like, I shit you not, like, it's impossible for us to stay separated for 1 week. It's not possible. I'm like even now, I'm like, when are we gonna see each other again? I'm like,
Next, what's the next thing that we're gonna do?
yeah. So it's literally this, but it's so, and I really am grateful. You know, I'm not being, you know, now the father basically of the house of Revlon of the Philippines. I'm being also the prince internationally. You know, I never wanted to have this title. I always say, when you give me a title or when you give me a leadership, it's not because I want it, or it's because I am who I am. You know, I don't want to change for anyone. I don't want to try to be this. I just
Yeah.
want to be myself.
Yeah.
And that's what I love the most about my kids as well, is that they truly love me for just being myself
Yeah.
and being the stupid lolo at oftentimes.
Lolo already.
Yeah, and falling asleep at clubs, falling asleep at restaurants. And yeah, if you would ask them like something about me, it's I always fall asleep.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
After 11 p.m., I just do this and I just go.
You know what? It's
Yeah.
crazy. We're literally the same. I also always fall asleep. Like I can sleep while I'm sitting anywhere. I mean,
Yeah,
my gosh.
I literally fall
Crazy.
asleep. I literally
Oh my
fall
gosh.
asleep,
Like,
or I would be
Damn.
following people, throw my shoe at people.
I love it. Oh my gosh. And it's so nice, you came together as a house. You all know each other, like really close. You're really close to each other. And it was also seen at the ball. Like
Yes.
how you were cheering for each other. Crazy. I love it.
Yeah.
That energy is crazy.
Yeah.
Crazy.
It was always my dream to have this,
Yeah.
you know, to have not just a chapter, to have a family.
Yeah.
You know, to have my family here in the Philippines, because as you know, I'm adopted.
Mhm.
You know, it's just to have a family that accepts you for who you are, and to have a family that supports you
Mhm.
regardless what way you are going.
Yeah.
You know, and if you stumble, that they are here for you.
Yeah.
You know, that is also very important, is
Yes.
that it's okay to stumble and to make
Yeah.
mistakes. You
Yeah.
know, it's just, how do you get back up?
Yeah.
You know, how do you get back up? And to see them being so loving and supportive of me, and taking, not just that I take care of them, but that they also take care of me. You know, because it always comes from two ways.
Yes.
It should never be one way. And I love them. I really do. I really love them.
Aw, I'm so happy you found your home here in the Philippines, not just with the Revlons, but with the entire ballroom community.
Yeah.
You have a home here. We're so happy you're here. Oh my gosh, I'm so grateful for you to
Yeah.
be staying here and like would be creating something even more beautiful here in the Philippines. And yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Super, super crazy.
Aww.
But I'm so grateful. I really am.
Yeah.
So crazy.
So yeah, Philippines, watch out. We are coming. We're here. We've arrived. Nunoy Revlon is here. Yes! Father, Prince, Tatay,
Lolo!
everything. So yeah, excited. We are excited. Hopefully,
Thank
you are
you.
too. And really grateful for everything that is about to happen.
Yes.
This is magic.
It is. It is.
Ah!
And I cannot leave this podcast without saying this. I also want to say, and it should be said, it should be acknowledged to say thank you as well. You know, the facts and the way how much you love the ballroom scene, the way how not just the ballroom scene, the whole community. You know, it's more than what you do for the ballroom scene, it's for the LGBTQ community. And it's so beautiful that you are able to guide them, that you are able to love them, and that sometimes I notice that you forget about yourself, but you all do it out of love, you know. And I just want to say thank you, because there wouldn't be a ballroom scene without you, and there wouldn't be there wouldn't be the men and the women that they are today if it wasn't for you as well. So yeah.
Why are you like that?
But it's true.
Oh, thank you so much. I love you.
I love you too.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, how are we gonna end this? I don't know how to end this. I don't want this to end.
So let's talk shit. No, I'm joking.
But yeah, I'm really excited. Like what I said, and it should be said here as well. I am so thankful. I'm so grateful to have someone like to have the same passion, to have that same energy that really wants to give and give to the community, for the community, work with the community. You know, this kind of leadership, this will make a statement, will make us like be bigger. And yeah, this is exciting. It's really,
Yes.
I mean, I can't even explain how this will really rocket up. You know, I don't know,
Yes.
there are no words, but yeah,
Putang inang!
this is bigger than any of us. So yeah. Yes, Philippine ballroom. Thank you.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yes, that's it. And God, I don't know how to do it.
You should have said,
end.
I'm Saiza and this was da 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 da. I
I'm
think that's a good
shy.
thing.
I'm Saiza.
And I'm Ninoy.
And yeah, I don't know.
What's the name of your podcast?
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I'm Saiza, and this is Ballroom Eksenahan.
Peace.
Yes.